All right, Fight News Australia here with Israel, the Stylebeater, and Adesanya. Israel, thanks for coming on. How are you today?
Easy as. See, I can tell he's put the mask on. Before all this, it was like just him talking, chilling, whatever. It was like, right. But I understand. That's how cameras work, though.
Hey, I'm new to this, so I'm just
Exactly.
trying to
You
do
learn
my
it.
thing.
You're a fan. You're a fan. You know, he's not a media guy. He's a fan. At the end of the day.
Hey, don't say that.
No, he's professional.
Okay, so the last 10 months,
Yeah.
it's been a massive rise since Perth. What's been your number one highlight?
My highlight. Let me see. There's so many. But you talking fight-wise or just life-wise?
Life-wise.
Life-wise, buying my first house. That's been cool. Like it's so simple for anyone. Like people who've bought houses. I've got like 4 or 5 now. Oh no, a few. But my first one was cool because it's mine, and I get to like just do it how I want to, and then yeah, I'm kind of I like my little nest. I've got one of those L chase couches, and I've got this blanket on one side on the L bit. It's right in the corner of the living room, and that's my favorite spot in the whole house. I just chill there a lot and watch TV and game and do whatever I want. Masturbate.
What was that?
Masturbate.
Oh, okay.
A lot.
Now, one of the cool things we were speaking about off camera was your time at Joe Rogan's
Yeah.
doing the podcast. How was that?
That was crazy. Like, I listen to many podcasts now, but that was the first one I got onto because I've always heard like, train by day, Joe Rogan, podcast by night. And I was like, what's this podcast? And I was working this dead end job at the time, and I just thought one day, instead of listening to music, I'll just try listening to one of these episodes. And I think my first episode was with him and Ensign Anyway, in 2012 maybe would have been. And yeah, that like just got me on to listen to more of him, and then Brian Redband, and they'll just be talking shit. And that literally was just, my boss hated it, but I'd always have maybe one out. I have like my hoodie up and I could just have one in and just, it was a fucking dipshit job anyway. I could just do it with my eyes closed. I fucked up a lot, but that's because they didn't really value me as a valued member of the team. But yeah, let's just say JRE kept me from going postal, allegedly, in that place.
I completely understand where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
Now, tell me about the time in the green room with Joe.
Green room. Oh, in the green room.
In the green
room. Now, that's one time. So after UFC, or before UFC 226, right? He invited me to watch his comedy show, and it was cool. Like, I think I was before his last special dropped, so he was kind of working out those materials, and man, he made me sweat from laughing. Like literally, like I was cutting weight, sweat. I didn't even have a jacket on. And then after that, we got invited to the green room, and it was me, Gokhan Saki, a few other people as well, Jenna, and we were just chilling, hanging out. And there was one point where Mighty Matt sparked the joint, and like he started passing it around, and I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And I kind of checked in for a second, like, I'm in Joe Rogan's green room, smoking weed, as you were, and literally just carried on like life is normal, like. There's one thing weird. I've been thinking lately, like the TV or me, like the screen puts a weird filter over things and makes people not seem human. But when you're in the room with them, when you're interacting with people, like all these people you've kind of seen on TV for so long, like it just makes them human at the end of the day. And that was a cool moment. Just like, yeah, being in the green room, shooting the shit, sparking a joint, it was cool.
Man, it's been 10 months and you've shot pretty much to the top.
Yeah.
You must be rubbing shoulders with celebrities all the time. I see you got the New York City shirt on there. Did you end up getting that barbecue with Action Bronson?
Not yet, but he's coming to New Zealand. He's coming to New Zealand in December, actually. Yeah, so hopefully I'm around. I'll try and show him even some Nigerian food. I'll introduce him to some different cuisine than what he's used to. I'll get my mom to make up a nice feast. Yeah, she'll make it lit.
No fish and chips?
He's done that already. He knows the white lady. He's been around, so he knows what's up. Well,
New episode of Fuck That's Delicious with Israel Adesanya?
100%. We'll light one up as well.
Now, obviously, a huge fight announcement against Anderson Silva. I've heard you talk about the first time that you seen him fight was UFC 90. Mm-hmm. What were you doing when you watched him fight for the first time? Take me back to that moment.
That wasn't the first time I watched him fight, but that was the first time I watched him fight live on pay-per-view. But before that, I seen him on DVDs just with Nate Marquardt hitting the switch, bop, 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 Dan Henderson, high kick, bop, 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 rear naked choke. No, he had a gable grip, yeah, I remember. He had the gable grip. Fucking, what else? There's so many more. But then UFC 90 was with Patrick Cote. And people were, oh, that was such a boring fight. Oh, he was so slow. This and I'm like, dude, he used like 10 different styles in the first round. capoeira, boxing, karate, taekwondo, Muay Thai, just to name a few. He fucking just did whatever he wanted with Patrick Cote. There's one bit, I think in the first one, I'm gonna actually watch that again tonight. We landed the first head kick. He just came off like a server. I did it on Brad Tavares as well, but on the right side, on my southpaw side, and I hit it to the body before I tripped him. But he did it to Patrick Cote, kind of circled off and just like, this head kick, and the shin literally just across his neck. And Patrick ate that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah. Like, I've watched this guy for so long, man. It's even weird talking about it, like when I check in, but like, there's like 7 of us in here. That's why I have 7 names, apparently, allegedly. But like, when I take myself out of the equation, I look at it from the third point of view. Like, I'm like, fuck, I'm really doing this shit, as I said I would, and then some. I come back in, I check in, I'm like, all right, cool, back to life as usual, you know. So I can't wait. I'm really hoping they fix those visa issues and he can get to Melbourne for the press conference on Monday. Because I want to see him. I want him to see me. I want him to feel me. I want him to be across from me when we do the stare down. I think there's gonna be a stare down afterwards, and I want him to because he said he didn't know who I was. Yeah. He's about to find out.
So breaking news, press conference in Melbourne on Monday.
Yeah. Oh.
You're breaking news on Fight News Australia.
Yay!
Hey, people got to get there.
I'll get a call from Dana. That's all right. Hey, people need to get there. Fucking. Hey, I think it's at 1 p.m. in Melbourne. I think. But you'll find out. I'll post about it.
Would you say Anderson was your favorite fighter back then?
Still is my favorite fighter. Just because of what he's done in the game, how he made me look at fighting differently. Because before fighting, as a kid, I used to just think you have to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger to be a fighter, or this big jacked up guy like in the movies. You know what I mean, like Rambo or John Cena. You know, and then along comes the spider, the skinny black guy, and he just starts fucking everyone up. And I'm like, I'm a skinny black guy. I can fuck everyone up. And honestly, from fight number 4, I was like, I can be the greatest at this. And that was partially because of him, because I saw him do it. It's like seeing someone break the 4-minute mile. And like, it's possible. Yeah. Then I can do it as well. And I'm on my way.
As a fighter, we know you're going to be ready to meet Anderson, but as a fan, are you a little nervous?
It's a good question. Good job. I haven't been nervous yet. The last time I was starstruck was this porn star, Randy James, followed me back on Twitter. Ooh. Yeah, crazy. And I was just like, and she DM'd me. I was like, oh my God, I love your work, actually. And yeah, that was the last time I can remember being starstruck. But this, like I said, once you meet them in person, because I haven't met her in person, but once you meet someone like him in person, it's normal.
You've been quoted, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit, that you're basically Anderson Silva's clone, but a little bit better.
A lot better. So who are you going to get in to prepare for Anderson Silva? I'm going to look in the mirror and shadow box. Facts.
Do you consider him the greatest fighter of all time?
Yes. Despite everything else, and that's debatable. I know, because of a lot of variables and shit like that, but for me, it's hard. I feel so. That's just how I feel. But I'm a fighter too. I'm the greatest too. Oh my God. And I'm on my way. So I just have to do what I have to do. Do my body of work. Because I can say I'm the greatest, but I've been saying this since before I ever knew I was. And people didn't believe me. I'm going to go to China, dominate. People didn't believe me. I'm going to get to the UFC. People didn't believe me. They're always going to doubt me. So I've said I was the greatest way before I knew I was. And let me do my body of work, and everyone will catch up with my vision eventually.
For me, it wasn't necessarily the streak. It was the fact that before you saw Anderson fight, you're like, oh shit, what's he going to do? Because he was always doing crazy stuff, like front kicks to the face, and Stephen Bonner just knees to the solar plexus, just matrix shit.
Yeah. Random triangle after getting his ass whooped for 5 or 4 rounds. Yeah. There's so many memories I have of a lot of Anderson Silva fights where I'm just like, I remember where I was when this happened. I remember.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like Princess Diana dying moment. Like literally, that's what his fights were like. Yeah, 9/11 moments. Like, where were you when Anderson Silva front kicked? I remember exactly where I was. I was in my apartment on City Road, 5B 11A, and I ran around screaming like a fucking fangirl. Like, oh my God, what? No, fuck out of here. No, he front kicked him in the face. That's before anyone else ever did it. It was like, and he was doing that. He did it to Dan Henderson. People don't realize. He did it to Dan Henderson like a crescent kick, but it kind of just got him on the side.
Yeah.
Well, Vitor was just, he fed him. Like, you see the picture was just in there. It's crazy, man.
We know you're a fan of visualization. You've seen yourself in this same seat for years. How do you see the fight with Anderson going now?
Like I said, I'm going to do what he did to Patrick Corte. I'm going to use telekinesis and blow his knee out during the fight. Boom.
There's been a little bit of blowback for this fight. Do you think that people are forgetting who he is?
I said it in the post. Y'all must have forgot, like Roy Jones said. You know that track? Y'all must have forgot. They've forgotten who Anderson Silva is, especially these new age fans who haven't really been around in his prime years. Like, because, you know, MMA is constantly growing, so you get all these new, it's like critical mass. You get an influx of new fans, especially with Conor McGregor. He's kind of brought a lot of eyes to the sport. So y'all must have forgot who Anderson Silva was. You need to go back. Fight Pass, this is the thing. It's a 7-day free trial if you're a cheap cunt, or pirate it. Go back and look at Anderson Silva's fights. Even just peek at the highlight reels. You need to see who this man was. Don't look at the, what's his name? Derek Brunson fight. Don't look at the Nick Diaz fight. It was nah. It wasn't really his best showing. Yeah, watch the Vitor fight. Watch the Dan Henderson fight. Watch the Taylor's latest fight even. It wasn't boring. It was fucking sick. Watch the Forrest Griffin fight. UFC 101. Ooh. Oh my God. Fucking. I remember when. Oh my God. That was sick. Okay, I don't want to fangirl. I'm serious.
When he was
Gonna
on
fuck
the
him up.
cage, like when he just stood on the cage at Honor and was like,
I'm gonna Anderson Silva. Holy shit! I just said that. I'm gonna Anderson Silva. Facts. I just said that. Wow, that's one for the press conference as well.
nah.
You guys get 4% of the credit. Royalties.
Now, big fights this Sunday. Kai Kara France making his debut. It's been a long time coming for him.
Oh boy.
How long have you known Kai?
A few years now, probably like 5 or 6 years. I've known about him for a longer time, but been training with him for a while now, and yeah, I've seen the work, you know. Not all of it, but I've seen a lot of the work that's been going into this moment. That's why it's so huge. He's got his whole final coming over. Everyone's coming over to support and make sure they give him the amana, and I'm here because I'm part of the family as well. I can't wait. It's gonna be fucking epic.
What about Kai makes him a unique flyweight in your opinion?
See, he has this thing called power. Just some people everyone has certain gifts. I've been blessed with the gift of the eyes, the shotgun gun. I can see things in the fight, you know. But some people like Jordan Tai, you might know him from back in New Zealand, the kickboxing days. Him, Kai as well has this thing called power. They just hit the pads different. And fun fact, fun story. There's one time years ago, I think he was trying to high crotch me or do something. I kind of giggled at him and I made a short joke. You know what DC did to Alistair Gustafsson? Yeah, high crotch. He did that to me.
Really?
Yeah, flipped me on my like made me scorpion myself. I had to suck my own dick. Like, wow. It was, yeah. So after that, I stopped making short jokes at him. It was not, no. He's a beast. He's a motherfucker, and he'll show it this weekend. I can't wait.
He's another City Kickboxing boy. Do you see City Kickboxing up there with the likes of AKA, or are you already there?
We're fucking blowing past them, pound for pound. We've got 4 of the 5 New Zealand-born fighters from our gym, 4 of the 5 of them. And I think our win streak right now is just, I think we've lost. I think Dan's only losses come from when he was with other trainers, you know, but since he's been with us, I think we've all been winning. Stay winning. All we did was win.
Just on Dan, him versus Barboza. That's an awesome fight.
I see. I know how this is gonna end. I can't say it, but I already know how. Cause I'm. You know that post I made? I actually have to dumb myself down to mimic Barboza. But that's because Dan did the same for me when he was fighting. Like there was some point he was fighting, like was sparring, and I'm like, he throw this shitty overhand left, and I was like, he's trying to mimic Brunson. Okay, cool. I can work with it. And like I could tell he was trying to mimic him. So. You didn't tell me what to throw at Dan. He's told me what to. Yeah, he's told me what to throw at Dan, and I've been hurt. Let's put it that way. I've been hurt. You know what he does well. Yeah, and some of the things he doesn't do so well. So we're just too good. I'm fucking. It's hard to be humble when you're as great as we are. Let's just put it that way. But we are. We're just a little gym from the little corner of New Zealand. You know, just doing our thing at the land of the long white cloud, fucking everyone up, and it's beautiful. Like, But like literally, I know how this fight's gonna end with Dan. I know how it's gonna end, and it's because I've tried many times to do what he does. I'm a copycat ninja. I can mimic guys very, very well. That's why I'm a good dancer as well. I see things, I can replicate it. So I've done Barboza in the gym heaps, and it doesn't end well for me.
And
Fuck, I'm good at lines.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
where these are coming from. Carry on.
So we just in the back there. Your first ever interaction with the UFC middleweight champion Robert Whittaker. How was that? How did you feel in his presence? What was his energy like?
He smells nice. That's the first thing I said to him. You smell nice. He said, you smell nice too. I was like, well, not really, but I guess it's just my aura. I bring this fucking testosterone. Nah, he's cool. He's a nice kid. I can't say kid. I hate that. He's a nice guy. He's cool. But, come on. Let's put it this way. I'll bring the belts back to Australia on weekends. Just not share custody. It's my full custody, but I'll bring it back just on weekend, maybe on holidays. Fuck weekends. Weekends too. So on holidays, I'll bring it back. When I come to the GC or Adelaide, Perth, Melbourne, I'll bring the belt just to visiting rights sometimes.
There's been some Australians claiming you as their own.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie! Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Like at the end of the day, to me, honestly, people are like, oh, like a lot of reporters, they try and like, I know how these guys work. I fucking study this game. They try and like, oh, so you're from the Nigerian background, but you live in New Zealand. Like, who do you represent more? I'm like, I know what they're trying to. No, I know what they're trying to do, but at the end of the day, they're trying to bait. I don't give a fuck if you're from China, if you're from fucking Alaska, if you're from YMCA, if you're gay, straight, fucking Islamic. I don't care. If you fuck with me as a person, if what I say, if you can feel it through your little screen, if you can feel it and just like, yeah, I fuck with what he's saying, I feel him. I represent that person. I represent that person. I don't care what patch of dirt you're from, what fucking you represent. I represent you if you feel me at the end of the day. So if you're from Australia, you're from the Outback, and you're fucking with me, I fuck with you too. Australia cunt. Yeah.
He was born in Auckland. You've lived in Auckland.
He's a Mozzie now. He's a Mozzie now. I'm the black Kiwi, the only one with the biggest wings. Kiwi with the super eagle wings, the ones that can fly. I'm the all black. Look at me. Trying to tell me different. I'm all black. And I can't wait. I planned all this shit, man. You guys wait. We'll wrap it up. Wrap it up. Yeah.
I got to ask you two more questions.
All right.
Two more questions. Mark Hunt, last ever fight. Prediction.
Knockout, second round, late or early third round. Just because I don't know this guy. I haven't really seen his fighting style or what he does, but I'm going to go knockout, second round, late or early third round. And Tai Tuivasa, first round knockout.
Boom, done. Izzy, you're the man.
Mic
Thank you very
drop.
much.
Well, one more from me.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z or Naruto?
Why not both? Cue Spanish music. Mic drop. Everyone always tries to do that. I'm like.